Alrighty, folks, hello and welcome. Today we are reacting to Killjoy's top 10 tracks from Emperor Battle for Dune, an OG RTS game developed by Westwood Studios back in 2001. Now, Emperor Battle for Dune has a big variance in its tracks between the three houses. Each house was composed by a different composer. So you got Frank Klepacki, who did the Atreides track, David Arkenstone, which did Harkonnen, and then Jared Mendelsohn, who did the track for House Ordos. I'm expecting to see a lot of bias probably towards House Harkonnen. I know that's his favorite house, and I'm expecting a lot of music in this list from that house. It's a lot heavier than the other tracks. A lot of emphasis on like e-guitars, drums, that type of thing. I know that's up his street as it is mine. For me, House Harkonnen is the better of the three tracks. David Arkenstone did an absolutely stellar job with that. So that's what I expect to see the most. A decent sprinkling of House Atreides. I think they're going to have pretty good presence in this list. We may see one or two tracks at most from House Ordos, if at all, I reckon. I could be wrong. I could be completely off base on that. That's just how I'm expecting it to play out in my head, I guess. Anywho, there is one track I am definitely expecting to see on this list. For me, it's number one with ease. It's a country mile ahead of all the others. And that is a tribute to Evil, a House Harkonnen track. Absolutely the best track in this game, in my opinion. It's going to be on this list. The only question is it number one, or has he put it in the wrong place? We'll find out soon enough, I'm sure. Anywho, with that being said, no more guessing. Let's get into this and let's go. Is this Harkonnen or Ordos? It could be Ordos. Jared Mendelsohn, so that's Ordos. Okay. A plan of attack. To be fair, with that heavy emphasis on the guitar or synth, whatever that is, it kind of could fall into either. Go into each route. Okay, it's definitely Ordos. So the Ordos music is pure chaos. Most of their tracks use electronic music to portray that feeling. You can hear the synths and effects they use to show just how manic the music is. It's a good intro, to be fair. So already starting off with Ordos, so kind of what I expected. If we're going to see Ordos, it's going to be at the top of this list, I reckon. Maybe we'll see one more Ordos track. I don't think we will. I think this is the one and done. Good track though, it's not bad. So far, so good. So for me, Ordos is my favourite of the three houses. They have some of the best units in the game. I'm thinking Cobra unit and laser tanks. I mean, yeah, they are significantly awesome. I did miss that message, apologies. So again, the slow sound effects add more tension. The track does a good job of putting a beat behind the music, as well as using effects to make the whole thing sound uneasy. So Ordos is very much the odd race of the three, the, dare I say, non-human race. They're very, like, insidious. So the music is fitting. Unfortunately, again, when you're comparing that against Harkonnen and Atreides, it doesn't really do it any favours that it's like just a little bit weird and out there. I think the Atreides track is very much more grounded, and the Harkonnen track is just in your face, full on like heavy rock metal, epic sounding. The entire track sounds like some dark dance track from the late 90s. I could see this being played in a club back then. It's kind of what makes the Ordos music so interesting to me. So yeah, I will be reading all the system messages as they pop up just to portray Killjoy's thoughts and experience of the music. I'll also be keeping a list, or a list of what's been played. So I can add my thoughts to it later on in the video. I will say I don't think we're going to see any more Ordos. If we do, I think it'll be track 7, maybe track... Oh, actually, no, it could be... If we don't hear any more Ordos in the next 2 tracks, I think that's it. I think this is a one and done Ordos track for this this list. Atreides and certainly Harkonnen's going to dominate this, I reckon. Not a bad track, not a bad intro track though to get things started. So what have we got next? Ordos, Harkonnen, or Atreides? It sounds like it could be Atreides. Or David Arkenstone, so it's Harkonnen. Oh yeah, I can hear it now with the... Yeah, nice. Oh, okay, this kind of answers a lot of the questions then. So this is the first of many Harkonnen tracks in this list. The thing you're going to notice with these tracks is just how heavy the drums sound. They really are the defining instrument, combined with some nice e-guitar riffs, and we have some epic tunes. That synth. Wow, wow. Yeah, the drums are going hard, you got the e-guitar. This is why Harkonnen music for me is like head and shoulders above the other 2 houses. Like the music's insane. It's so good. Music and the e-guitar, the drums. This is actually one of the more dare I say grounded Harkonnen tracks. A lot of them are a lot more in your face than this. Synth going on. Nice. So while this track does in some ways seem simple in comparison to other tracks in this game, I like how it moves along with the hard beat, with the guitar doing all the heavy lifting. The beat itself could be like a march of machines crossing the Dune, or crossing Dune. I mean, it makes sense this track's on here. Kind of almost would expect this track to be lower down the list though. Thing is, when you're playing, I can see why this is his favourite house. Not only are the units awesome, but the music is just... It is just a notch above the other houses, man. It really is. Like when you're playing and this comes on, like you're rocking. I think the Atreides is too grounded for me, and Ordos is kind of just weird, honestly. I reckon we'll see 6 Harkonnen tracks, 3 Atreides and 1 Ordos. Okay, this sounds like Atreides. Definitely Atreides. So you've got 1 of each house so far. Boy, the worm. This is a Fremen track, I think. Well, if that last track didn't feel like a march, this one certainly does. Very movie-like in terms of the score. This is probably the best track for the Atreides, and it's a mighty one at that. If this is the best track for Atreides, are we going to see... Is this going to be 8 Harkonnen, 1 Atreides, 1 Ordos? Is that what we're getting here? Or is it probably one of the best and there is one other track that's like that little tease? Is this the second best track from Atreides? We have cans, we have powerful drums, we have some powerful brass and intense strings. It all comes together to give that royal feel. See, as good as this track is, I would put Legacy above this. That last track, I think it's better than this one. I might even put Ordos track above this one. Yeah, I think I would. I think I'd put both Legacy and A Plan of Attack above this track. This part of the track is a reference to another music track in Dune 2000, possibly even Dune 2, but I can't confirm that. Really cool to hear it here. I've never actually played Dune 2000 or Dune 2. Obviously, Dune 2000 being the absolute grandfather or granddaddy of RTS. Oh, I have no idea what the music's like in those games. Very triumphant sounding track, which is absolutely fitting for Atreides. It's a faction. Not a bad track. I think it's the weakest on the list so far, in my opinion. I think Legacy blows this track out of the water for me. It's Ordos? This is Ordos. Not an option, okay. This might as well be the theme for Ordos. This track slaps so hard, bringing that chaotic nature you expect from playing the devious house. The fact this track is called Not an Option tells you all you need to know about these guys. Failure is not an option. Victory is the only acceptable outcome. Yeah. It's definitely a very out there track, that's for sure. Filled with that uneasiness again that's coming in, that but as a track though, I'm not massively keen on it, that's the problem. Like, it's a very good atmospheric track and fitting for House Ordos, but in terms of like track enjoyment, yeah, not a massive fan of that bit. Just like A Plan of Attack, everything in this track is moving, causing that uneasy feeling. Combine that with the effects like distortion, reverb, reverse and echo, you end up with an overwhelming mash of music and sounds. Okay, I think this is probably the last Ordos track we'll see. I reckon it's all House Harkonnen from here on out, maybe one Atreides track. I like the synth guitar thing going on. But for me, I think A Plan of Attack is better than this track. I think you swap those two around and then stick Legacy down as well. I think A Plan of Attack and Legacy are in the right order. I think maybe you go Ride the Worm, Not an Option, Plan of Attack and then Legacy, in my opinion, so far. So I'm thinking. If there's one thing I enjoy about the music in this game, it's that it matches the house to the music. For Ordos, having dance music mixed with effects and heavy elements gives off the vibe that these guys are mathematical and calculating. Which they definitely are. I mean, they definitely calculated the best units, that's for sure. Now, I know there's an argument to be said that Harkonnen's better and their units are more rounded, but... And maybe not singularly, the Cobra unit is the best unit in this game. On its own, that would be the Sonic tank, but if you put that unit, like, in a group pack of 5, try and stop a pack of 5 Cobra units all grouped together, man. Ain't gonna happen. Maybe I'll do a tier list for this game at some point, like a unit tier list. That could be quite fun. Alright, I'm not expecting any more Ordos now. I think that's it, done. I think we'll see one more Atreides track and the rest are going to be Harkonnen. Back to back to back. We might not even see the Atreides track. Already straight into Harkonnen, okay. You can just tell by that guitar straight away. And the drums. War for the Spice. Harkonnen. You know, I was just saying about how they match the music with the house. Well, rock music is why I love Harkonnen. War for the Spice is about as straightforward as they come. The heavy drum beat and chuggy guitar riff with a screaming guitar over the top. It is all about that guitar. It does all the heavy lifting in the Harkonnen tracks. Coupled with the drum that's like really in your face. As good as this track is, I still think Legacy's the best track on this list so far. This bit's cool, I like this. Okay, now it's a toss-up. There's a bit of a toss-up now. I like that bit. I like the change in the music as well. A nice change in pace here. We get this calmer section before building back up to a crazy guitar solo section. This is a classic technique. Have a break in the music before going back in with full force. Yeah, fair. This one, yeah, this trumps Legacy. Fair enough. I'll give you that. I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one, Killjoy. I'll let you have it. This is better than Legacy. But Legacy's still better than all the other tracks on this list so far. So you know I was saying how Killjoy was biased towards Harkonnen? I think I might be even more biased than he is. Huh. I don't even play the race. As much. Ordos is mine. Through and through. This is my favourite guitar part here. It hits all the right notes and ends the track on this powerful feeling. That guitar sound really is iconic for Harkonnen. Thing is, if I hear another Atreides track or Ordos track over this, I'm like, really? I don't think there's a single track in the Atreides thing that even comes close to this. Definitely not Ordos. Okay, this is the first track that's definitely in the right place so far. I don't even know which house this one belongs to. Oh, okay, yeah, more Harkonnen. Yeah. Surrounded. Listen to how this track builds up. This is so bloody awesome. Even when you think it's finished building, it keeps going. Surrounded is a great name for this track. You can feel that in the music so far. Damn, the guitar's so good. It's doing all the work. You got the little chimes in the background. And the drums, obviously, still there. Just the E-guitar just takes center stage. Thing is, I'm a sucker for an E-guitar as well, so it's just, this just plays straight into my my tastes. Here we go. You thought the track had started? Nah, I guess again. When the bass kicks in. Hot damn! It's like a synth going on in the background as well, like a synth track. Those chimes are very iconic with Harkonnen as well. Like, you hear it a lot throughout the OST. Like little chimes. Yeah, we're not seeing any other tracks from any other house now. This is all Harkonnen through and through now. I feel like this one would have been a hard track to rank actually for Levi. What makes these Harkonnen tracks so good is the blend of drums, guitar and synths. As much as I love music from all three houses, the Harkonnen music just hits on a different level. I don't know if War for the Spice is more to my taste than this one. Great track, like this was... This is over Legacy. Is it over War for the Spice though, that last track? I think I'd have to listen to them again to be honest to really get into the nitty gritty, but... Right now, I'm thinking War for the Spice is the best track on this list right now. But I love this track. This is good. This is real good. Still going as well. Yeah, nice track, man. Nice track. Oh, nice track. This is definitely Harkonnen. Harkonnen Force. No guesses which house this is for. If there's one thing I love about this track, it's that it gets time to build and it never feels rushed. If it weren't for a certain other Harkonnen track, this would probably be the best piece to fit them as a theme. Well, I know what the theme's going to be. It's going to be Tribute to Evil. And that is such a Harkonnen track. It nails everything it goes for. So far, not feeling it on this track, but let's see how it goes and how it progresses. It's definitely a progressive track. Once again, guitar. Listen to the guitar in this as it plays the main melody. Somehow it sounds evil, and I think that's what sells me on this track. Okay. Yeah. It's not even just a guitar at this point, it's the music as well, it's everything going on behind it. And yet, despite all the madness behind it, this guitar is just punching really hard through everything else. Going into the final section really is the cherry on top. Removing some of the instruments and opening up the music adds to the tension and overall evil feel. Yeah, not a bad track. Not bad. I think that's too far down this list. I think you could easily put War for the Spice and Surround It in front of that. Maybe even Legacy, actually. Is this Ordos? This sounds like Ordos. What the hell? I'm shocked that we're getting another Ordos track. Oh no. Victory is inevitable. Wow, that really sounded very Ordos. Okay. Okay. Wow, this is something different. This horn section is powerful and is unexpected considering what most of the Harkonnen tracks have sounded like so far. Listen how the horn section starts quite regal before taking a dark turn. A drum again! Man! We've got the synth going on as well. I think it's a synth. Once those marching drums hit this track, starts to make more sense. This is basically the Harkonnen Victory March, and boy can you tell that from the choices of instruments used here. Guitar's back. Used differently this time though. Drums are taking the centre stage almost. And the horns. It's the guitar that's pushing the track forward though. There is a reason this is at number 3. This track keeps changing and adding new sections, all while keeping that strong Victory March feeling. It's a very different track to Harkonnen, isn't it? This feels more Ordos than Harkonnen. In fact, if he didn't put the composer on here, I would have almost thought this was an Ordos track. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this one. Like, it has a lot going for it. I really don't think it's as a number 3 though. This feels like quite a weak track compared to a lot of the Harkonnen tracks we've had so far. Again, I'd probably even put Legacy above this. Isn't that interesting though, how different people's tastes vary? And just when you think it's all done, another section is added. It takes great skill to keep a track long and entertaining. I agree with that. It is very hard to do that. Alright, my next question then is Tribute to Evil 1 or 2? Should be 1. Knowing Killjoy, it's probably at 2. But I think he will actually not surprise me this time. I think he will put it at number 1. I'd almost be confident enough to pencil it in and be like, Tribute to Evil is going in at number 1. Okay, the guitars redeemed it a little bit on this one. And the synths as well, the synth noise is pretty good. I still don't think it's 3, but I think it's definitely a good track. Certainly a little bit better than some of these other Harkonnen tracks we've had previously. I'm still ahead of the Ordos and Atreides ones. Right, so what's the other Harkonnen track then? Problem is, I don't know them by name. Dark Alliance. Okay, well, we were right with Tribute to Evil. That's going to be number 1. Get on, mate. Appreciate that. I'm going to put him in now because I know that's what it's going to be. Honestly, this track pretty much makes most other RTS musics look bad. The intro build up to the main riff and melody is perfect. This is the only track in the game that gives me Commander something vibes. Too slow there. We get treated to a horn section followed by an electric guitar playing a hard-hitting riff, and lastly another guitar playing the melody for the track. These 3 things combined are driving factors as to why this entire track is so great. Buckle up, by the way, it's a long track and you're getting to hear all of it. Tribute to Evil, incidentally, is also a long track. That E-guitar again, every single track's got that really good E-guitar that just... The break from the main part is perfectly timed. The gate synth is awesome in its own right, but what really hits here, And going forward is the guitar playing. Listen to how well it's played. If you think this track should be anything less than 2, then you've lost your marbles. You've got 2 different guitars playing on this one. This is actually quite a hard thing to reorder, to be honest. There's definitely things I would change around, that's for sure. The guitar playing is mind-blowing in this track. I'm just going to leave it at that. Enjoy. Yeah, I can't knock that. It is a really good guitar piece. It is a good track. It is a good track. I can't knock it at all. Is it 2? Is it 2? It could be. Man, he must have had a hard time putting these tracks in order. But he's definitely right putting all the Harkonnen tracks ahead of the others for the most part. Legacy feels like it was in the wrong place. Big time. Alright, well, Tribute to Evil, number 1. Congratulations. Woo-hoo! I mean, it is easily the best track in this game. Glad we agree on something, that's for sure. The suspense. There he is. Is the electric guitar in this is... I cannot understate just how good the electric guitar is on this track. And the drums. Wow. Oh, you're in for a treat right now. This track sums up Harkonnen better than any other. I want to point out how well the drums were recorded for this track. Honestly, the production overall is fantastic, but listen to the guitar work here and how well it screams the melody. Yeah, it's easily the best track on this list. Easily. The track has elements from other Harkonnen tracks blended in, many of the effects or background parts. I see this as the perfect theme for Harkonnen. It sounds evil, rocky, and quite frankly, crushing enemies never sounded so cool. Yeah, fair play, fair play. I think the tracks on here are probably right. I think just the ordering of some of them, for me personally. As always, I hope you enjoyed this top 10. If you want to chime in with your thoughts, head on to the comments below. But until the next video, I'll see you then. I'll put a link to Killjoy's original video in the comment section below and the description if you want to check it out without me talking over the top of it. And obviously, yeah, a link to his channel as well. There's definitely quite a few top 10s that are definitely worth checking out. Divinity Original Sin 2, Unreal Tournament, Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze. There's some of the highlights for me. I'm sure I'm missing one, but man, the guitar in this is just nuts. Just in your face for like 6 minutes. Well, we finally have a number one that we both agree. Well then, ladies and gentlemen, so that was Killjoy's top 10 for Emperor Battle for Dune. I hope you enjoyed that awesome music. Before we go, I'm going to give you a couple of my thoughts. To be honest, all the Harkonnen tracks on here, not even surprised. They're all really, really good tracks. And for me, they're just a cut above all the other tracks from the other houses. Not an option, I think, is there as being a really good track that's probably better than one other Harkonnen track on this list. Other than that, yeah, all the Harkonnen stuff, way better. It's just the music, the guitar, drums, all the other bits and bobs going on the tracks are just a cut above. They are just better in my opinion. So yeah, this is how I would order it. Tribute's Evil number one, easily. Like, they're not even up for debate really. Dark Alliance, I can definitely see that at being number two. What really sold it for me was just the guitar work. It is insane how well it was played. Do I prefer bits from other tracks? Yes, probably, I do. But overall, I think Dark Alliance, I probably have to listen to it all again and probably really deep dive into them to really order this correctly. But I think Dark Alliance could be a number two track, could be a number three track. I think War for the Spice, really solid track. That needed to come down. He ordered it at 5. I'd put it at number 3. Surrounded for me at number 4. That was track 6 for him. Legacy at number 2. Come on, that should be, I think that's a top 5 track. I'd put that at number 5, to be honest. Then I'd stick Harkonnen Force at number 6, which was originally at 7. I would put a Ordos track, A Plan of Attack, at number 7. That was originally his first track on this list. I think that's better than he gave it credit for. Victory's Inevitable at 8. Yeah, that was like track 3, I think, for Killjoy. I'm not sure about that one. I don't rate it as much. I think that's a track 8 track. Again, maybe if I listen to it again a couple more times, I might change my mind on it. Not an Option at number 9, which was the other Ordos track. And then Ride the Worm really didn't do much for me. That was the Atreides track on this list. I'd stick that at 10, and that would be how I order it. Yeah, folks, again, I'd love to hear your thoughts, how you would order these tracks, or if there's other tracks that you would put in place of. If you did enjoy this video, please do hit the like button. It does help support the channel, and would be greatly appreciated. Do also hit subscribe if you want to stay up to date with all the content we upload, and again, helps support the channel and helps the Google gods. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video. And ciao for now.